In this part, I will show you how to create and handle links on block. We start with a Catia block that we would like to link to a corresponding part. In Windchill package, we have created a block here. We can also see that it is displayed in a diagram. Now let's establish the connection. To do this, we select the cOLT sub-menu. We can link this block into a part which is connected to Windchill, as mentioned before. To do this, we again select the golf cart project. We select the folder, then select a part, for example. Now you can click on OK. We can now see that the icon has changed. We have block here with a giving hand icon that shows that it is not a classic block, but linked object. This block can be used anywhere in the model, just like a standard block. It can be linked or integrated as shown here in the example of the diagram. But it is marked as a linked block, which means it should not be confused with a block whose main task is represented in the Catia modeler. This is kind of a placeholder for a part in Windchill that is defined and acted upon, thereas with the normal standard element. We have created a hyperlink here by connecting it to the Windchill object. We can also see the corresponding link here. Let me point this out again. We can jump directly to the corresponding element via the link in Windchill. Here we can also see the project golf card. Looking at Windchill, we can see that we have set up a specific folder structure. Here we can see that we have organized our objects into 3 different folders. We have the design folder, as you can see here, and we have the manufacturing, where we have these 2 elements. In third folder, we keep our standard control characteristics. Now we would like to set up a structure in our Catia magic, similar to the one in Windchill, so that we can recognize which part or standard control characteristic are from which folder. Let's create a folder for this, which I'll just call Windchill. Underneath it, we would like to create the structure as it is set up in Windchill. To do this, we have the Create package from folder. This means that we can create a package here in Windchill package that is created depending on the selected folder. First of all, we want to create the design folder. Let's take a look at it. As you have noticed, it has already been created. Here we can see that it is a folder with a name Windchill folder and refers to the identification number in Windchill, as well as the title of the folder in the Windchill. At the same time, it is also linked to the corresponding folder in Windchill via OSLC. We can go directly to this folder by selecting Follow External Link in Windchill. So we are directly in Windchill at the place where the design folder is stored. Let's do the same with another folder. we right-click on the cOLT submenu, then create Package from folder, and select the manufacturing folder accordingly. Here we can see the information about it. Okay, and now we have a second folder for the manufacturing folder. Again, as I said, we can use follow external link to jump to this location where the corresponding folder can be found. And then, for example, we would like to create blocks and link some parts from Windchill in the manufacturing folder. There is the part from the block. For this, we select the project. For example, we select the first element from the part list. We do the same for the next two. We have now created next block, which are linked with part from Windchill. We go directly to the folder via follow external link and see that we have the Our Parts here. There is also a kind of mass processing in cOLT, where I have the option of importing a large number of parts that are in a folder in one go. There is a sub-menu for this called Import Parts from Folder. Now let's choose another project, which has a lot of parts in a folder. That would be the Power System project, for example. And we select a folder, and here in our example of the standard parts, we select the items for it. We can select the first 20, but we can see that the next button allows us to select more. Now we have already selected 40 parts. We can expand it to 60, 80, or even 100 parts that we want to import in one go. And here is the new tracker folder with the name Standard Parts. Upon opening it, we observe the importation of numerous blocks. And finally, I would like to show you one last function. We have a bullcock here that is linked to a Windchill part. We would like to dissolve this connection. There is another submenu for this, which is called Unlinked Block. If I select this, then this block becomes a standard block again, whereby all relationships and usages in the model are retained. This was the e-learning video with the topic Create and Handle Links to Parts. Thank you for your attention and interest in cOLT. See you next time.